Hi Alex,
Hi Amanda.
we're here in Perth.
We're at Kings Park, which is right in the city of Perth. It's beautiful. I don't know how many acres of beautiful trees and wildflowers, and it's really nice. Piece of heaven right in the city.
Yeah. You won the Vegans Are Cool Outstanding Volunteer of the Year award.
Yeah, I was one of I think it was 14 or 15 volunteers who were recognised for our volunteering duties to animals and animal rights and activism. So yeah, it was really unexpected, but it was a really proud moment as well. There's so many people deserving of that award, but it's just given me more sort of fuel to the fire to want to do more, to be seen to be doing more as well.
What type of things were you volunteering for and getting involved in?
Well, I haven't been with an actual group or rescue for a few years now. There's so much in Perth, there's so many small groups and so many people doing things. I just felt I couldn't spread myself enough, and I got really frustrated, so I decided rather than be with one or two groups, I just offer up myself for anything and anyone. So I help with fundraising, animal rescues, volunteer at sanctuaries, you name it, I do it, leafleting and organising events, and of course I help, I volunteer with James Aspie's activism as well, help them book talks and get the vegan word out to as many people as possible.
What's the best way to get the vegan word out?
Just do it, just say it, any opportunity. Every day there's an opportunity to get the vegan word out. I have a tattoo, so I have people that come up to me and go, oh, colourful tattoo. It says, I love without boundaries, therefore I am a vegan. And I have a bag that's got lots of vegan messages on it as well. So that, I could be in the supermarket and someone will go, oh, that's a nice bag, I haven't seen. And then you just go, oh, yeah, do you like this one? And do you like the cow? And, anything can lead to conversation about veganism. Obviously, social media is a big one. I'm really active on Facebook now, which I never was before. I would have maybe a few friends from the UK to keep in touch with. Started getting some friend requests as I started, promoting a bit of veganism. And initially, I put all the sort of horrific videos of what was happening on to get people's attentions, and then I changed my way to, I'm a much more peaceful, more relaxed sort of approach now. I just want to share the facts with everyone and understand that everyone sees and accepts things differently. But yeah, I do a lot of social media posting.
Do you think vegans, as part of vegans' duties, to be active and spread the word and encourage people to go vegan?
I really do. Who else is going to fight for the animals, for the planet, for the environment? Well, you have environmentalists fighting for the environment, but that aren't vegan. But yeah, we're the minority, so we have to. I feel we really have to get the word normalised, and there's still people that don't know what a vegan is. It's quite surprising. And I know a lot of vegans feel uncomfortable about promoting veganism, but there's so many ways you can do it. You can do it subtly and to your friends, your family. You don't have to be, out there on the TV. So yeah, I really do think that it's part of our job as a vegan to be educating others.
Do you think the word vegan is a scary word to some?
Oh yes, yeah, oh my gosh. So many people they really are scared of the V word. And why? Again, I think it's just because we are classed as a minority. Some people don't want to be labelled in a group. So even some vegans won't say they're a vegan. They'll just say, I live and eat a plant-based diet. But I shouted from the rooftops, I'm proud to be a vegan.
Yeah.
I've only been vegan coming up 2 years, but it's been the best 2 years of my life. So of course I'm gonna say that word multiple times a day, to as many people as I can.
Some people think vegans are quite extreme. So like, what's the most extreme thing you've done in your life?
So yeah, there's probably two things. Friends and like close friends and family would think getting a tattoo was the most extreme thing I've done in my life. Because I've always been petrified of needles, a bit of a scaredy cat. Sorry, cats. But for me personally, it would be challenging my fears. And one of my fears was heights. I was petrified from a young age of heights, and because of that, it stopped me doing a lot of things. And then my family, we booked a trip to America. Last year we went, and I really wanted to go to the Grand Canyon. I thought it'd be just amazing, and had heard of people going on helicopter trips, and obviously just even being there, it's huge. So I was like, right, I've got to do something about this, and really pushed myself out of my comfort zone. And it took a few months of actually coming here to Kings Park and going across the bridge, the walkway, which at one point I used to crawl across crying, to now being able to run across, jump, look down the sides. It's amazing. Fear is such a big part of so many of our lives, and it just holds us back.
Do you think more people should try and face their fears?
Yeah. It's hard, I get that. We all like to be comfortable and not rock the boat, not bring the adrenaline up too high and that, but it's a sense of accomplishment, and that is so much more worth the fear. And as I said, fear just drags you down, it limits you. Get rid of as much fear as you can in your life, and so many other things open up.
So have you applied facing your fear into like vegan activism as well?
I guess in some areas. I've never been a very confident, outspoken person. I've always been quite shy, a bit of a follower, and I feel because of the passion I have with being a vegan, I've got a lot more confidence. I feel like I'm coming up to, not necessarily be a leader, but I'm not so much a follower anymore. I've got a lot of my own ideas. So yeah, there's changes, definitely big changes that have happened.
So if people want to follow in your footsteps and become a volunteer of the year, like what tips do you have for them?
Well, you don't have to be the volunteer of the year, you don't have to get a title. That's very nice, but anyone can volunteer. You can volunteer half an hour a week, and days a week, a month, whatever. There's so many things you can do. There's in Perth there's local sanctuaries, farm sanctuaries, where they rescue and try and rehome animals. They've all got web pages or Facebook pages. There are so many different groups, animal rights advocates and abolitionist groups in Perth. Facebook, Google, what's your, do you have an actual key interest in activism, and just Google it and you'll find something. That there's plenty to do, and all the groups need their volunteers. They can't go forward without volunteers.
Other than your activism, you do a bit of Reiki.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so what is Reiki, and like, have you applied that to like animals as well?
Yeah, Reiki came into my life about 7 years ago, and it's amazing. It's energy healing. So basically, healing is a funny word, because when you say that, people think, oh, I've got such and such, can you cure me? And it's not, yeah, Reiki can cure some people, but it's more about balancing your mind, body, spirit. So it works on all levels, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. And it really helps you to self-heal and promotes growth in all those areas. It's a really gentle but powerful energy healing, and yeah, I just love it. I love being able to share it with people and animals. They get so much from it. It's I've done a lot with rescue animals that have been, maybe a dog that's been abused and has been aggressive, and initially you can't do hands-on Reiki, you have to do distant Reiki, but after a period of time, and it works. It's kind of like behaviour training on a dog, but it's quicker, and as I said, it works on all levels, and it's just beautiful. Animals love it and they really benefit from it, and I'd love to be able to to initiate. Now that I'm a Reiki master teacher, I can pass on the gift to people so that they can learn and train and do it as well. And the more people that can do Reiki, not just to the animals, that's important, but to ourselves and to other people that are involved in animal rescue, it will help them get through some of the horrors and advocacy, and if they're fit and healthy, then they're more service to the animals too.
The world's kind of full of energy, like it's a scientific fact. So do you think we can apply Reiki to the world? Do you feel that the world can be aligned in some way if we all tried together, maybe?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's global, they do global meditations and conscious, things all the time, and the effects from it. There's an example where President Clinton was meant to set off a nuclear bomb. This was years ago, and a lot of people that did Reiki plus other energy healing modalities, and just average people too, all came together in this one moment, this certain day, certain time, and they all prayed. I mean, I'm not a religious person, so they all had their own way of praying, and consciously, well, I believe, changed his mind. And Reiki, with the energy going round, it's just going to share, it's just going to make everything more positive and loving and uplifted.
So do you believe in the collective consciousness? At some point we'll all suddenly realise, oh, we should go vegan.
Oh yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah. Come for Reiki and I'm going go vegan. No, I wish I could do that, but yeah, I guess everyone's got to make their own mind up, and I hope that there's so much facts out there now. People can't ignore the truth for much longer, and as humans, we all have a beautiful heart. Maybe some of the actions or things we do aren't beautiful, but deep down, we're all good people, and we all have a conscience, and it's gonna, surface. It has to for everyone.
You've mentioned consciousness and people being aware of their thoughts and their feelings. So do you think we can use that to help people go vegan? Help them to connect with, the food and the animals and the environment and the world? What do you think the best way of that is?
Well, so many people that I've personally spoken to that are non-vegans, and you maybe try to show them something, maybe that's not even too graphic, or try and tell them about something, and they're just like, no, I don't want to know. And it's because they know if they hear it or if they see it, it's going to affect them. Why wouldn't it? So they choose to ignore it, choose to blank it out. So I think we just have to keep you know, don't stop because someone said I don't want to see it done. We need to keep doing it, and one day they will look, they will read, and they'll waken up and realise that there's a much more peaceful way of living.
You sound really positive, but are there any moments where you like, you know, get a bit demotivated and it's like, oh, there's just so much to change, like, how do we do this? And if you do, like, you know, how do you manage that?
Oh, definitely. I try to be as positive as I can, because it's good for me and it's good for whoever I'm around. And being with other vegans, obviously, you know, we can lift each other up. But yeah, of course, there's days when, you know, you're doing research or you see something on the TV, the newspaper, Facebook, and it kind of brings you down. And you just have to, you don't ignore the feelings. I feel like you need to accept the feeling, deal with it in the way that you deal with it, and then just remember why you're doing what you're doing, and that being down here is not going to help the animals, so you have to raise yourself back up.
What's the way you raise yourself back up? What techniques do you have?
Yeah, I have a few techniques to raise myself back up. One is a Reiki. When you can do Reiki, you can give yourself self-healing, and that just calms the mind, calms the body, just, you know, brings positiveness back, relaxation. Just going, and a great one is going to one of the farm sanctuaries and being with the rescued animals, being with these animals, and just spending time with them and feeling the love. And
Why did you become vegan?
Gosh, yeah, it's as I said, I've only been vegan a couple of years. Before that, 29 years I was vegetarian. From as long as I can remember, I've been an animal lover, not just cats, dogs. Whenever we went out for a walk or where I stayed with my parents, we were quite rural, so there'd be cows and sheep and horses, pigs and that. And I loved all animals and I was interested in them all. And I never liked eating, you know, non-vegan food. But, you know, my parents would say, if you don't eat this, you don't get dessert, don't get pudding, go to bed, nothing else sort of thing. And I could only eat meat if it had tomato ketchup or gravy on it, and then I'd have to like eat it with potatoes. So I didn't like the taste, I didn't like the feel of it in my mouth. And then when I got to about 12 or 13, I said to my parents, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm not eating meat. And I didn't know much about vegetarianism or anything like that then. They thought it was a fad, and they were like, yeah, whatever, but you have to cook your own food. And so I lived off beans and toast for I don't know how many years. And just carried on, and never did any research or anything. I just felt, as an animal lover, I was doing the best at that point because I wasn't eating animals. And it was, I can't remember ever meeting a vegan in the UK. There must have been some, but they never told me they were vegan.
Yeah.
I wish they had, and that's probably why I've got passion to, you know, to tell people. Because for me, if someone had told me, then I'd be vegan sooner. But moving over here, I got into the animal rescue and helping out, and then got into social groups that were vegetarian and vegan, but found that just about everyone there was vegan, they weren't vegetarian. And just talking to people, and I just thought, you know, what am I doing? And just, I don't know, a couple of days after one social vegan vegetarian event, I just decided that's it, I've got to research this and cut out everything to do with animals. And it was easy, and I love it.
Do you have any tips for people that want to go vegan?
I think personally it's easy for anyone to go vegan. If you say it's hard, or you can't do this, you can't give that up, I'm sorry, that's just an excuse. Maybe you're just not ready to do it yet. But you know, if you're ready to change, then it's so easy. That we've got so many vegan products in the shop now. We've got so many resources available to us. You can go to the library and you can hire earthlings. You know, you can go on Facebook and search, no matter what town, city, country you live in. There's going to be, you put in vegans in Perth, vegans in America, something's going to come up. And just go and meet people, talk to them, do some research. It's easy, but you do. I mean, I think a little bit of work. Basically, any meal that you had as a non-vegan can be veganized. There's substitutes, there's alternatives, I mean, I used to hate cooking. I really didn't like it, and now my love for cooking and the foods that are available that I didn't even know, the food's amazing. So if you're worried about taste, that's the least of your problems. There's only benefits from becoming vegan. That's my personal opinion anyway. It's all positive.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, man.